The Crunchyroll Anime Awards are a joke. And no, I'm not just saying that because I'm salty that I can't vote Binary Star for OP of the Year. No, don't get me wrong, I am absolutely owning to being salty to see so few of my favorites represented here. But the reason I'm calling them a joke is less about that and more about the numbers. You see, over the last year, we got a whopping 186 anime releases. That is specifically 186 animated TV series. We're not counting ONAs, OVAs, or movies. Out of them, how many do you guess are represented in the awards? Well, how many do you reckon are represented over the course of Crunchyroll's 14 awards? Technically, sure, there are 15, but since one of those is a movie award category and we're talking specifically televised series, I'm going to just completely ignore that one because it's just not relevant to the contents of this video. So, out of those 14 categories, how many shows are represented? The answer, get ready for it, is 28. 28 anime out of 186. And you might say, okay, but if as long as they're evenly spread, 2, maybe 3 recommendations for each show, well, more or less you could buy that. Are they? Well, hell no. I wouldn't be making this video if they were. A whopping 17 were nominated at least twice, with 10 being nominated at least 3 times, 7 being nominated at least 4 times, 5 being nominated at least 5 times, 4 being nominated at least 6 times, and 1 being nominated a whopping 7 times. Honestly, I feel like I could end this video right now. I don't need to make a point after that, the numbers do it for me. But I've been talking for less than 2 minutes, so why don't you indulge me? See, the thing is that the shows that are being chosen are very specifically popular, and popular in a form that the judges seem to like because of their repeated nomination. But we're not even saying, okay, fine, they picked the best from a wide variety of genres, and that's why these shows appear so consistently. And I'm not saying that it's bad for any one judge to consistently place their favorite. I know when I do my reward ceremony later on, and when a lot of other YouTubers do it, they always have 1 or 2 shows that consistently show up again and again, and that makes sense because for any one person's personal preferences, well, that's just it. It's your personal preferences, and you're going to have 1 or 2 things that really stood out to you, in which case that's going to be your forerunner in most categories. However, that's what these awards aren't, and that's the point of them. These are not the sort of awards determined by 1 or 2 judges. These are the sort of awards that are supposed to be a broad spectrum award ceremony designed to discover what was the best by virtue of its mass appeal and how well it implemented whatever it is we're judging, be it best boy, best girl, best voice actor, etc., for a wide variety that is everyone who is watching anime over the course of the year. The problem is that you can't get anything like that, or anything like that scope, or anything remotely accurate if you're limiting choices to just a very small handful. Then the only real question from the award ceremony is what does the audience like best out of the 5 shows that are represented at least 5 times? That's the only answer you're going to get here. Cardcaptor Clear Card Hen, Grand Blue, and High Score Girl are all things that became very popular over the course of the year and all have a quite high score on MAL, but are nowhere to be seen within these awards. Yuma Uchida received much acclaim both here in the West and in Japan for his phenomenal performance as Ash Lynx from Banana Fish this year, yet where is he in Best Japanese Voice Actor category? At an 8.84, the latest incarnation of Gintama has the highest MAL score of the year, yet it's nowhere to be seen on this awards list. And with seemingly so few spots available to represent different shows, could someone please explain to me why it is that Joe from Megalobox ended up on both the Best Boys and Best Protagonists roster? If Crunchyroll really is trying to keep this from being the 3rd year of the insert name of single show that sweeps the entire awards ceremony awards, then maybe it would have made sense to not put the same damn character up for 2 awards. I am just saying. It doesn't take a genius to realize that with numbers like these rewards aren't going to tell you diddly about the year or about the anime that came out this year. At this point, it doesn't even matter how the voting goes, because no matter how it goes, it's not going to be anything like fair representation. And Crunchyroll is responsible for this because they shot themselves in the foot with it when they chose to nominate only 28 shows, a whopping just over 1/7 of all the anime to come out this year. Now, I get that you can't have all the anime, you shouldn't, that's the whole point of narrowing it down, but 1/7 is still a ridiculously small percentage. To get anything like a fair representation, it would have made sense to, well, you really wouldn't want to go higher than 1/5, but you would really like to see at least 1/6 of the anime that came out this year represented to get some idea of the scope of great series that came out and give the audience a chance to vote for their first, second, third, or at least, fifth or sixth choice, as opposed to going down to like their 10th choice, because that's the only thing that actually made it into the category. If you're looking for an awards series done right, I would actually suggest checking out the Anime Trending Awards. From the looks of it, they've got pretty big categories for each of their sections, and so I'm actually pretty interested to see what comes out of it and who wins what category, since it definitely feels like it has the chance to, showcase the anime of the year, which is the whole point of these, at least I thought it was. And Crunchyroll, if that was truly your intention, then you really have some work to do, but then, if you are just looking to be the anime equivalent to the Oscars, I think you're on the right track.